Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Williams here with Lisa Williams A-Team here in Carson City. Today we're going to talk to you about some really cool day trips that you can take from within an hour of Carson City and just some fun places to go.
Yeah, again, I'm Josh for you, and we're talking about day trips today. And we're super lucky living here in the Sierra and in Carson City. Everything is super close to a couple of these wonderful areas that we can go visit. The big one, and I've talked about it a million times before, so I'll keep it a little more short, is Lake Tahoe. I mean, we're literally like 20 minutes from the shoreline of Lake Tahoe. One of the neatest things you can do is drive over a scooter summit from Carson City and actually come over that crest, and Lake Tahoe just kind of opens up. It's spectacular. So if you haven't been to Lake Tahoe before, you gotta visit, and you can do it real easy from here in Carson. So Lake Tahoe is known for its beauty, obviously. It's one of the world's largest alpine lakes, and of course, great winter skiing and beautiful beaches and hiking. A lot of people do paddleboarding, kayaking, of course, boating. I mean, just about everything you can do. Plus, it has a 24-hour nightlife and casinos, gaming. I mean, the list goes on and on. Me and my family spent a lot of time in Lake Tahoe. Of course, we're big skiers, so we end up spending a lot of time in the winter. But we do beach trips. We go camping in Lake Tahoe. I mean, a lot of different things. The coolest part about it, though, is it's so close to Carson City. In the winter, it can be a little bit of a drive to get over the mountains there. But for the most part, it's a quick and easy trip, and I guarantee you will love it. Reno, of course, is another awesome day trip, and that's really more for the fun seekers, I think. You know, from here in Carson City, you're like 20, 30 minutes away from Reno. And it really depends on what you're looking to do. Obviously, shopping might be something that you want to go up to Reno for. We're limited here on, like a shopping mall type experience, or if you have to have something that's a little bit more specific. I mean, we do have furniture stores here in Carson. We have a plethora of them up in Reno. Of course, casinos, dining, nightlife. I mean, it's amplified from Carson by like 100 times, right? So, tons of restaurant options and 24-hour gaming and crazy nightlife parties and nightclub type stuff. So. There's a lot of cool stuff though. You head downtown, there's the whole Riverwalk District. There's a lot of cool shopping and restaurants down there. And that's kind of like right along the Truckee River. It's really like, kind of like the downtown. But you can go to different museums there. There's the Nevada Museum of Art. There's the National Automobile Museum. I mean, both of these things are really cool, fun places to bring your kids. But if you're not bringing the kiddos, I guarantee you still really enjoy both of those museums and others as well. Of course, Reno has all the festivals. And that's what I ended up doing a lot. The kiddos love going out to see Hot August Nights. It's like a week-long car festival in August. Street Vibrations is a huge motorcycle. I'm a big fan of the Labor Day weekend Reno Rib Cook-Off and Sparks. Those are just big, fun, festivals. People from all over the country come to visit these things for shopping and drinking and music and food. I mean, everything you could possibly think of. Super fun stuff. And then, just in general, I mean, it's just a fun place to be. There's concerts, there's, touring shows, things like that you're not going to be able to find here in Carson City. So, Reno, like I said, depending on where you're going, 20 to 30 minutes from Carson City, and unlimited everything that you possibly want is right there.
So one of the really cool day trips from Carson City is to go to Virginia City. It's only about 25 minutes away. It was founded in 1859 and can be called kind of a ghost town. It's really a historic mining town with a really old West feel. There's wooden boardwalks, saloons, and unique shops. There's a cool ice cream shop, a candy shop there, pizza places, restaurants, and it's part of the Virginia and Truckee Railroad rides. One Mother's Day, maybe 2 Mother's Days ago, the kids and I went out to Dayton and got on the train and rode it up through the hills to Virginia City, spent a couple hours there, and then got back on the train and came back. It was a really, really fun day. The train is old, and it had a guy explaining everything as we rode. The windows were open. It was just a fabulous, fabulous train ride and experience. Mark Twain spent a lot of time in Virginia City, and that helped him with some of his literary pieces.
Another great day trip, which really holds dear in my heart, is a trip down to Minden-Garnerville. You can get in Minden in just a few minutes from Carson City. Of course, if you want to go downtown Minden-Garnerville, you're probably like 25 minutes away or something like that. But Minden-Garnerville is kind of a unique little old town experience. They've been around since like 1860 as well. And if you kind of drive through that area, it kind of feels like you're in old downtown Main Street. Of course, we're pretty modern. It's all updated, so we have everything to grocery and updated restaurants and everything you need really, except for like big box store type stuff. But the coolest thing about being down in Minden-Garnerville is the views. The Sierra Nevada in that area it's explosive. I mean, it's so tall, these huge mountain peaks. Garnerville is known for Job's Peak, which is the large one. It's over 10,000 feet. And then Job's sister sits right behind it, and that's over 10,000 feet as well. So the mountain views are crazy. And almost everywhere you live in Minden or Garnerville, you're going to have a view one way or another. And I face at my house north and south. So I don't have a view of the Sierra Nevada unless I look out my kitchen window, which is actually kind of pretty cool. But you go out in my driveway to go shoot hoops, or like, you're playing with my daughter like she's roller skating on the sidewalk. The views from there are extraordinary. I mean, you have to see it. So definitely a cool place to go to visit. If you're looking for dining experience, it's a Basque area. And so you got to go check out JT's Basque. Really unique dining experience. If you're unfamiliar with that, you have to go. Give it a try, and you let me know if you like it or not. The food is usually pretty good. It's just the style of dining that you're going to have to tell me if you like. So hot air balloon rides are a big part of our area. Pretty much every morning, if it's not windy out, you're going to see the hot air balloons up and cruising around until about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Really cool experience if you want to do that. Really get a good view of everything in that whole Carson Valley, Carson City area. Golf courses. We also have some really cool like annual events. We have Carson Valley Days, and that's like a big event kind of celebrating the community, where we have a big parade and carnival, and it's like multiple days, like a 4-day long event. We also have Parade of Lights in Christmas time, and there's others as well, Nevada Day Parade and things like that. So really cool area. The views are amazing. If it's a place that you want to live, I can definitely recommend it. Another fun day trip is Truckee, California. Now, we are right along the Nevada-California border here, and Truckee's only about 45 minutes away. Of course, you'd head up Highway 80, or you can go up through Lake Tahoe and over Highway 267. But Truckee's a really neat, eclectic little town as well. Kind of like a little hippie town, honestly. But there's like some really cool stuff to do. Donner Lake is there, and that's stunning. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous there. And a lot of people go boating, paddleboarding, kayaking. And right there also is the Truckee River. And so there's river rafting tours you can go on, group stuff. I think there's some actually like intense riding and stuff like that you can do there as well. Of course, skiing outside of Truckee, you're mostly going to find North Star right there in Truckee, but Palisades isn't that far, just like a 5-mile drive. So great winter skiing resorts. Both those places are top shelf, beautiful ski resorts. Lots of art, lots of culture in the Truckee area. And it's just a really neat place that you could drive up and, just do a little sightseeing, right? Walk through downtown, take a look at all the restaurants and shops, and definitely worth a trip if you haven't been to Truckee already. A lot of people getting into our area are coming through Highway 80, so you've seen it, but maybe stop and take a look next time, or take a day trip from Carson City. The last day trip on our little show today is Topaz Lake. And this is a fun little spot to go. In fact, it's a lot closer to Garnerville. You're probably about 45 to 50 minutes away from Topaz. And it is beautiful. It's a little bit more of a desert lake, but it really is pretty. The Topaz Lodge is there. There's a casino there. You can do overnight stays and stuff. But what a lot of people choose to do for my neck of the woods in Garnerville, because we're really only about like 20 minutes from Topaz, is kind of utilize that instead of going to Lake Tahoe. So especially the boaters, the jet skiers, you know, the paddle boarders, kayakers, if you just want to get out on the water, it's the better alternative when it comes to congestion. You know, Lake Tahoe is extremely popular, where Topaz is not. So if you just want to go like wake surfing for the day, Topaz is the spot. I mean, you can get your boat down there and in the water in like a half an hour tops. There's a lot of boating going on out there. Fishing, the trout fishing is spectacular. I am not a fisherman, but one of my good friends is, and he kills it out there. The cutthroat trout are always biting. I think most recently he caught like a 3.9 pound trout there fishing from his little fishing boat. So super cool. Not that busy, but if you want to go camping, there's camping spots right there along the lake there. In fact, I've camped there a couple of times. Full hookups. It's not the most gorgeous, like, you know, foresty trees location, but the lake is pretty damn nice. You can go swimming right from there or fish from the shoreline. You know, that kind of stuff is really cool right from your camping spot. And yeah, so a really cool day trip. Like I said, go to lunch or dinner there at the Topaz Lodge. Me and my wife might get away once in a while when grandma's in town, and maybe we just go stay there for a night. It's kind of fun. And it is a fun place to go visit for just a day trip if you're coming from Carson City. So that about wraps it up for our day trips from Carson City. I want to thank you for watching our latest video. Of course, we're always wanting more subscribers, so please go subscribe. We're hoping to get this to a lot of different people. We want people to know what me and Lisa feel about Carson City, what it's like to live in Carson City, and we're going to tell you everything we can about it. So subscribe, watch all of our videos. Please comment. We would love to get comments. We'd love to respond to your comments. And of course, if you have any real estate questions at all, or if you just want to chat, go find us in the subscribe page. We've got both of our phone numbers there, email addresses, anything you need. And look forward to the next video.